Pretty good? One, two, one, two, three.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured. I'll be loving you always. I can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as bald as born as new, you know what I say is true. I'll be loving you always, until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea, until we dream of life and life becomes a dream. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we play. Did you know that life is giving love a guarantee to last you forever another day? There's time new to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. This kindness knows no shame, no through all your joy and pain. I'll be loving you always, until the day is night and night becomes the day, until the trees and seas just stop and fly away, until the day that turns 8 times 8 is 4, until the day that is the day that I'm no more, and until the day the earth starts turning right to left, and until the sun just for the sun denies itself, until the mother nature says her work is through, until the day that you are me and I am you. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life is giving love a guarantee to last you forever? Oh, always. Just this time need to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. All that's born is new, you know what I say is true. I'll be loving you always, until the day is night and night becomes a day, until the trees and seas just up and fly away, until the day that 8 times 8 times 8 is 4, until the day that is the day that I'm no more, and until the day the earth starts turning right to left, until the earth just for the sun denies itself, until the mother nature says her work is through, until the day that you are me and I am you. You know sometimes it causes trouble, it can make you wish you were born in another time and place. Oh, but you can bet your life turns right and times and double. God knew exactly where He wanted you to be placed. Oh, make sure when you say you're in it but not of it, you're not helping to make this earth something called hell. Oh, change your words into truth, change that truth into love. Maybe our children can feel it when they cry on time. I'll be loving you always. the day that you are me and I am you.
Julian.
Thank you. All right, it's that time where we're going to ask you to please silence your cell phones, turn off the games, and we're going to have you stand and stretch, get ready for our opening song. You know who's back is going to rev it up, so here we go with Spirit Song, everybody. 1, 2, 3, and... Woo! Hey! Woke up this morning with my mind set on Spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind, yes I did, set on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on Spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Good morning, hon. How are you? Thank you. All right, here we go. Living with my mind set on Spirit.
I am
Living and loving with my mind set on Spirit. Living and loving with my mind set on Spirit. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right. Woo. Hey.
Back.
Hey, we're back. Yay! We're in.
We missed you,
We did.
right?
And I missed food that I could eat.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Don't go to Asia if you don't like spices, right?
And if you're gluten-free.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rice and watermelon.
Right.
Go ahead,
All
let's
right.
go.
All right. So this Tuesday, Jeff Harrison's doing his last class on the Free Local Business Digital. I'm sure you don't have to have been to the other ones for this one, too. So please come this Tuesday at 9 a.m. Oh, so I start my book study this Tuesday. We did this book before, but it is so dense and such great conversation. We're doing it again. We're going to meet over in the conference room, which is park here on Chicory, and then come to the side door. And it's at 6:30. You can order your book on Amazon, or if you don't have the book, just show up because we do read it in the class. It's really, really good. It really explains the science of mind from a scientific standpoint. And then on Wednesday, the second Wednesday, Vicky's doing her Helping Parents Heal. This is a great class for anybody who has gone through a deep loss of a child. She is going to have a psychic there who she had, I know, and so, I know, you know, but he's just to help with, you know, people, help them through this, to kind of understand what's going on the other side. So please join her. It's $5. It'll be over in the Ohm room. Dr.
Hey,
Joe?
I'm going to teach people how to pray on Wednesday.
Ooh, we need
So if you
that.
want, if you're still going Hail Mary, full of grace, and you haven't figured out that's not working for you, or the Lord's Prayer and that's not working, and you're saying, "Where's my demonstration?" then you probably need to check out the prayer workshop. Actually, it's the cornerstone of our entire teaching. One of the things, if we don't know how to pray and manifest things in our life, it's very difficult to actually exercise this teaching to its fullest. So I'll be talking about that a little bit more in my talk
Yeah,
today.
this is what we are really known for, is
Yeah.
our prayers. So
Powerful
this
prayers.
Is really good. Dale won't be here this week for that class, so please don't show up for her sacred circle. Yes, or you'll be by
Or you'll be in a circle by yourself.
Oh, wait,
okay.
go back. You missed one. There.
My self-mastery class is kicking off 1 week from tomorrow. That's why I want you to come to the prayer workshop. Prayer workshop is necessary, a prerequisite for you to go into self-mastery. So please join me in the self-mastery class. This class probably changed so many lives, and it's probably one of the best classes we teach, and this will be the last time I'm going to be teaching it. So I want you to be there and experience this because it is a life-changing opportunity. I know 10 weeks sounds like a really long time, but guess what? The calendar's going to keep rolling whether you show up or not. Now, the difference is, are you going to make something out of your life in those 10 weeks and beyond? So sign up for that class, and we'll see you there. Next one. Desert AIDS Walk is starting.
Walks. Yes, so that's going to be, there's a sign up for that. Please sign up for that. And not only is it the walk, if you can't walk, we still want donations. We'd like to have a lot of donations from our center for that. Gary, please stand up. Gary's in charge of that.
Yep.
So
Gary's facilitating
yes,
that.
thank you. We so appreciate that. We only have 8 people signed up. Right.
Yeah, don't wait till the last minute.
What's the date of that?
It's the 19th,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Yeah, so we have 2 weeks, so
Okay.
get signed up.
Sign
I'll
up
be
for
there.
that.
We'll have a good time.
Right. And we have our Socktober Sock Drive. Thank you all for who have been bringing socks. Isn't that amazing? That's one of the things that people really need and kids need. So please donate them. Thank you, everyone who's already brought socks in. We appreciate that. And I think that's...
Are we doing a video? Oh, that was
Okay.
my video. Just you can blow it off. Yeah, that was a self-mastery video. We've already talked about that. Thank you.
Okay, we've got...
Don't you love when somebody tells you what you're doing? I love that.
Okay, so my third son is here. I always call him my third son.
Come on out, Daniel.
Daniel, where are you?
Daniel, come on out,
there
man.
he
Where are
is.
you? There you are.
Look at the face. This is so cute. I just love him. Anyway, Daniel, you tell us what you've been up to, okay? What's going on with you?
Nothing much is going on. It's everything. We're moving houses. My little boy is in second grade, and I'm almost done with my 22nd album. And this is a song from it. I have had the joy of traveling and singing for 20 years, and I have had the brutal experience, I don't know, 1,000 times of sitting next to somebody on a plane and having them ask me what kind of music I make, for which there has never been a good answer. It's pop music, but it's positive, but no, it's not gospel, and never mind. That's kind of how that conversation goes. And all my music is very personal. I'm a surviving family of the Holocaust, and what I've done the last 20 years has been kind of specific and intense for me and passionate in a way that even I have never really fully understood. And I have a new song in which I think I've, in some sense, finally was able to answer for myself what it is I'm doing and, in a way, why. It is way out of my comfort zone. It's not even 100% finished. The album will be out soon, and I hope this song will be done by then. So, it is also the first song in 20 years that I'm performing to a track, and you're about to understand why. And here we go. Crank it up. I could sing about mistakes I've made, broken hearts and broken wings. I could sing about my aches and pains and the one that got away. But it seems to me the world has its hurts to spare. Shadows are everywhere. I've decided I've cried enough. There's plenty of songs about tough luck. I'm gonna sing about love. Gonna sing about love. You can turn the track up. Lift somebody up. Instead of talking about tough luck. I can't deny I still dream about the glory, the Grammy, the gold. I cannot lie.
I still wish sometimes my eyes and my heart would close, but it seems to me my family escaped the war, and they never sang anymore. They lost everything they had. And if a song is all I can give back, I'm gonna sing about love. Gonna sing about love and lift somebody up. Talking about take my cue from a few folks I look up to. Sing about love. Stevie Wonder sings in the key of life. Bobby McFerrin says, be happy, it'll be all right. Marvin Gaye showed the way to what's going on. It's a wonderful world, thanks to Louis Armstrong. Soul Asylum saved those runaway kids. John Lennon just imagined in the whole world. John Denver took a sky with Tina Turner to the sea. Stevie Wonder to a higher love. John Legend and Comet to freedom. Pete Seeger's gonna overcome. Bob Marley just smiled at the rising sun. Eminem will lose himself before the moment's gone. Miss Jackson knows the knowledge is what we want. Gloria Gaynor maintained that we're gonna survive. Tim McGraw wants us to live like we are dying. Aretha got R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Bette Midler from a distance, the whole world we see. Free fall, Leanne hopes we dance. Josh Grover raises us up. If we're hurting, R.E.M. understands. Irving D bless the USA. Van Morrison ushered in a brand new day. Whitney sang about the greatest love of all. Johnny Nash can see clearly now the rain won't fall. Pink knows we're beautiful. Christina was too. Rihanna sees it shining like a diamond. We keep walking like the Foo Fighters. Fight the power, Public Enemy said. Miley is a climber. Andy Grammer keeps his head up. Bill Withers, we can lean on him. Natasha's unwritten. Taylor Swift shakes it off again. Lady Gaga was born this way. Jason Mraz, truly glad to be our friend today. The Black Eyed Peas, wonder where is the love? Desiree gotta be. Journey never stopped believing in us. Simon over troubled water made a bridge. Elton John lit a candle for Diana, he did. It's the same love. Macklemore was moved to pray. Izzy made a rainbow with an ukulele. James Brown, loud and proud. Bruce Hornsby laid it out the way it is. Queen made us into champions. U2 and Dr. King and the power of one. Sam Cooke, change is gonna come. Peter Gabriel ain't giving up on us just yet. We are the world, save lives. No star they couldn't get. Irene Cara, what a feeling alive. Pharrell made us happy. Katy Perry lit a firework in the sky. Carole King, we've got a friend. Switchfoot dared us all to move again. Paul McCartney's words of wisdom were to let it be. And the weight of the world was taken off by Aloe Black and a beach. So what you gonna do? What do I do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sing about love. Sing about love and lift somebody up instead of talking about tough luck. I'm gonna sing about love.
Daniel! Okay, wait. Grab your lyrics again. Now, that was amazing. Amazing. 60% of the hearing aids didn't pick up all the words, though. I want you to start, will you just say it like a lot slower? Yeah. Just, you don't mind? Because that was really good, it was profound, but I'm like this, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, what the song is meant to do is draw a line of continuity. These songs, this is 65 different artists who, they have amazing careers, every last one of them. But if you ask which song makes them cry, makes people want to get married to their song, right? Heal in a hospital to their song. What is their legacy song? That it was fascinating and beautiful to discover that I'm one in a long, not comparing myself, but one in a long line of musicians, of singer-songwriters who endeavor to make the world just a little bit kinder, a little bit sweeter with a song. So here's the music. All right.
So, just slow.
Okay,
slow.
here we go. And the reason it's not finished is because I can think of more, but I think I stopped. Stevie Wonder sings in the key of life. Bobby McFerrin says, be happy, it'll be all right. Marvin Gaye showed the way to what's going on. It's a Wonderful World thanks to Louis Armstrong. Soul Asylum saved those runaway kids. John Lennon just imagined and the whole world did. John Denver took us skyward. Tina Turner to the sea. Stevie Winwood to a higher love. John Legend and Comet to freedom.
Slow down.
Pete Seeger's going to overcome. Bob Marley just smiles at the rising sun. Eminem will lose himself before the moment's gone. Miss Jackson, Janet Jackson, knows the knowledge is what we want. Gloria Gaynor maintained that we're going to survive. Tim McGraw wants us to live like we are dying. Aretha got R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Bette Midler, from a distance, the whole world we see. Tom Petty, Free Falls. Leanne, Hopes We Dance. Leanne Womack. Josh Groban raised us up. If we're hurting, R.E.M. understands. Irving B. blessed the USA. Van Morrison ushered in a brand new day. Whitney sang about the greatest love of all. Johnny Nash can see clearly now the rain won't fall. Pink knows we're beautiful. Christina does too. Rihanna sees us shining like a diamond. We keep walking like the Foo Fighters. Fight the power, Public Enemy said. Miley Cyrus is a climber. Andy Grammer keeps his head up. Bill Withers, we can lean on him. Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. Taylor Swift shakes it off again. Lady Gaga was born this way. Jason Mraz is truly glad to be our friend today. The Black Eyed Peas wonder where is the love. Desiree, Gotta Be. That's a great song. Journey, Never Stop Believing in Us. Simon, Over Troubled Water, made a bridge. Elton John lit a candle for Diana, he did. It's the same love Macklemore was moved to pray. Izzy made a rainbow with an ukulele. That's the guy who sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow. James Brown, Loud and Proud. Bruce Hornsby laid it out the way it is. Queen made us into champions. U2 and Dr. King and the Power of One. Sam Cooke made you look, the change is gonna come. Peter Gabriel ain't giving up on us just yet. That song, Don't Give Up. We Are the World, Save Lives, No Star They Couldn't Get. Irene Cara, What a Feeling, Alive. Pharrell made us happy. Katy Perry lit a firework in the sky. Carole King, We've Got a Friend. Switchfoot dared us all to move again. Amazing song. Paul McCartney's words of wisdom were to let it be, and the weight of the world was taken off by Aloe Black and Avicii.
Wow, Daniel.
Woo! And there's more.
And you just kept rolling with it. Let's hear it for Daniel, everybody. That was amazing. We start every week out with our mission statement, so please join me. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. And now I think it's time for our Power Talk, right, William? William is doing our Power Talk. Every week we do a Power Talk with one of our ministers or one of our ministerial students. William is one of our ministerial students who's already entered his second year. So hit it, William.
Good morning, everybody. I'm supposed to follow that? Holy. Bleep me out on that one. Dr. Joe talks about drinking poison and expecting the other one to feel its effects. I have a bottle here of Tarnex. You know, it's basically poison. You know, it's like drinking this and wanting somebody else to feel the effects. It's just amazing what Dr. Joe does sometimes and the pictures that come up in my mind.
No, it's not vodka.
So you there. This is the Tarnex that I was just pouring out.
Oh, what are you doing? He switched. Oh.
Science of Mind. This has changed my life. It truly has. Dr. Joe, this whole center, I see things, hear things so much differently than I have in the past. Come on. You make it look so easy, Dr. Joe. Yeah, I'm trying to be Baptist this time. There is and can be no separation from God, no belief of a life apart from God or good. No negative thought, no thoughts of envy, hatred, malice, or selfishness can lodge in the consciousness to poison the pure life of God. You are the expression of God in action. Your thoughts have the ability to create your own individual reality. It's amazing what the collective consciousness of each and every individual on this planet can create. But here in this room, talking out of this book and others like it, can change the way you see life, the way you express life, and the way you interact with those around you. Again, Ernest Holmes says, we are free souls, free spirits, and because this is true, our thoughts have creative power. And since it has this power, we must carefully choose what we are to think. Everything moves in circles. Everything moves in circles. I see things, feel things differently. This whole service that you are about to experience and are experiencing up to this point, I sit in the back, and my talk that I was cultivating, I see it fitting together as a puzzle piece with the music here today and what Dr. Joe is talking about. Be conscious of your thoughts. That is the only thing that creates your reality. Nothing outside you can do that. Thank you.
All right, William. Oh, wait. What's in that? What is really in that?
Okay, let's see.
That scares the hell out of me that you would even think about drinking that. You didn't really drink that. Get out. Good talk, William. Freaking me out when you did that. This is vodka, but... Jet lag. All right, let's take a deep breath in, everybody. Close your eyes, sink into your seat. We're going to take a little journey together today. Take a journey that allows you to release that which is you're experiencing in your life. Just go to a place of nothingness. When I was in Bhutan, one of the monks said the greatest lesson he ever learned was to go to that space where there is nothing, where there's nothingness. There's nothing to solve. There's nothing to resolve. There's nothing to think about or come up with details on how to solve. There's just you and your breath. That's the most powerful place to be. Just you. And that very thing breathing you in and out. Take another deep breath in. Sigh on the exhale. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you. You're a part of me. we can change the world one heart at a time. And we can change the world one heart at a time.
In the stillness and beauty of this moment, I know that God's Spirit is all there is. And God is always good, perfect, whole, complete, all-powerful, all-knowing, and ever-present. And because God is all there is, I know that I am one with God, inseparably one with God. And all that God is within me and without me. It is everywhere. And as this is true for me, it is true for everyone. There is a secret way of the soul, and that way is available to everyone. The way is peace and love. That secret way of the soul is much like the yellow brick road. The journey starts within, looking outside, and it returns to where it began. And as Dorothy learned, what we need, our power, everything, is within. That place within that reaches out and is really united with all. The bricks that appear to be yellow are actually peace and love, and they form the firm foundation of our way through life. And though the road may become cluttered and the peace and love may be obscured, all it takes is a good clean sweep to know and see and feel the peace and love that is the basis of our life. And so I am grateful to know this truth, that the secret way of the soul is that of peace and love, and it's available to all. I release this word into the law of mind, knowing that it is so. Please join me in saying, and so it is. Amen.
So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. All right, everybody join in with me. The words are on the screen. So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Whatever happens to anyone in the world happens to us. We're all connected to one another. And so I'd like us to see the face of God in all those people, people of different cultures, religions, people from around the world. Let's connect with them. So in your mind's eye, keep your eyes closed for just a few more minutes and just imagine singing this to someone else. Someone from a different culture, different country. Here we go. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. One more time through. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. Sing it out. Here we go. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love.
With a hammer and nail, I can build most anything. A treehouse for children, or a courthouse for judging. With a hammer and nail, I'll build a bank or a prison, a stage for musicians, a skyscraping building. With a hammer and nail, a family on the street, the one you hardly see, can finally find a home. So while I have this chance, if I only have these two hands, what will I do with a hammer and nail? With a hammer and nail, I can help with hard labor, fix a boat for a sailor, or lend a hand to a neighbor. Oh, with a hammer and nail, in the wake of destruction, I can lay a foundation. I can rebuild a nation. With a hammer and nail, a soldier coming home who paid the highest price for our freedom can finally rest in peace. So the question stands, if I only have these two hands, what will I do? With hammer and nail, with a hammer and nail. Oh, what will I do? Hammer and nail. Oh, will I build a wall or a bridge? Will I build a door and let everybody in? What will I do with a hammer and nail? Oh, there's a whole world out there in desperate need of repair. What will I do? Hammer and nail. When the time has come, will I have shown my son what one man can do? The hammer and nail.
Thank you, Daniel. Let's hear for these band and backup singers, too. Let's hear for the band and backup. Great job. So we're concluding my series that I've been on all summer long called The Science of Successful Living. The last two chapters we're going to talk about today. One of the most essential ones is the necessity of flexibility and then the power of demonstration. So are you ready? Yes. And I'm running really late, so you're going to hear me talk really fast. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Here, I know they're like, oh no, not another one. All right, here we go. The new world in which we live requires great flexibility. Do you think so? This was written in 1950. You think it would needed flexibility in the 50s? Try doing it now. I had an experience last night where I left my phone on a counter and someone else's phone on the counter looked just like mine, and they took my phone. And then you realize you don't know anybody's phone number. And so it took me an hour and a half to track this guy down to exchange phones. Anyway, the long story short is that this new world requires flexibility. Flexibility because we just sometimes inundated with new things. Try putting a new pin, right? Putting new pins constantly, all those things that we constantly have to do. We have to be flexible and go with it. If we don't, we're not going to be able to keep up with what's going on in the world. He says this, and I love this line. Here we go. It demands that you arise from petty states of personal viewpoints and join the saints, saviors, and scientists, and I would add, sinners. Yay! All right. Join all of us who see grand outworking of a larger mind in its unconditioned cosmos. Join the greats people who said it requires flexibility and expansion in religion, in philosophy, in politics, in every area of our life. It's going to require that we expand and grow bigger, not contract. It's not about living longer, it's about the quality of life. It's about what am I doing with this day? It's not about extending the days. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time thinking I'm extending my life, but what are you doing in the moment to actually enjoy that life in the moment? In that day, what are you doing to enjoy the life in that day? Are you setting aside enough time so you're not running around like a ferret all day long trying to get things done and not enjoying any life experiences? We can spend a lot of time taking care of our lists and cleaning and doing this and doing that. But what joy have I brought in the process? Am I bringing the right consciousness to my day? Am I experiencing enough joy in my life to validate this thing that I want to exist for? Am I experiencing? If not, I need to start reestablishing my priorities so that I am experiencing some sense of joy in my life. You will need more flexibility in the next 50 years more than ever before. To remain rigid in the coming expansion will mean disintegration, stagnation, infection, and a living death. Wow. He's a upper, isn't he? He's just really, that just makes me feel really good. But it's true. We're going to get left in the dust. Shopping has become more easy. Look, I'm now one of those Amazon people. I know. It's just so easy to go shopping in my underwear. It's much easier from home, right? But if I didn't learn that, I wouldn't be able to get half the stuff that I like to get, because a lot of stuff I don't have like close by. But I can get things from all over the world and boop, boop, on my desk. 2 days later, right? It's amazing, but you will get left in the dirt if you don't apply yourself and staying flexible and keeping up with the times. Here's something that I really want to talk about. The effect of memory and race consciousness. When we talk about race consciousness, that is the collective thought process of all history, all people, okay? We're experiencing that right here and right now in our own society. We're experiencing separation. Has anyone noticed? We're experiencing conflicts because that race consciousness, not race as in race, but race consciousness, the collective sum of all the thoughts, has within it all of those experiences. And all of those experiences, while we think they may be in the past, they still have a life, they still have an energy, they still have a part of our thinking. And some people tap into the old ways of thinking, and they respond accordingly. And that energy has created for us a lot of separation. Are you with me? All right, he says this about that, and I just love this, all right? Memory was created for the purpose of retaining information that would help in your mental processes. Instead, through the ages, we have stored in our subconscious the race patterns plus our own set opinions. These are your enemies. Ooh. These are the trouble spots of consciousness. That is why every religious system has a technique for cleansing our consciousness. So we need to cleanse our idea that, look, we need to have a new idea of how this world that we live in is going to go forward, because entrenched on either side is not going to move from the middle. We have to find that new place where we can evolve into acceptance and love. And it can be done. Look, Daniel's song was so brilliant, wasn't it? 1,000 ways, there were 1,000 people who sang something with the dreams of becoming wonderful and together in love. There has to be a way, because that separation will continue to be our enemy. Next thing, it's only when we are uncomfortable that we are growing. Say that. It's only when we are uncomfortable that we are growing. Most of us, when we're uncomfortable, we want to eliminate that pain as quickly as possible. Anybody? Give me a Vicodin, something, right? Eliminate that pain. But we have to realize that within that pain is the process of growing. It's the time when we struggle that we are challenged to come up with new ideas. Not living from the past, but living into the future. Many of us, I'm one of those people who love to escape a feeling uncomfortable. I'll do anything to just say, please, God, no. You know, here's what I say. This isn't right. I'm not a good metaphysician sometimes. I'm telling you, sometimes I'm not a good minister. My husband reminds me of that daily. But I say to myself, I'm like, something will come up, I'm like, again? Again? Why am I going through this yet? Again? And the reason why is because I never grew through the last one, which is why I keep repeating them over and over again, which is why some of you have married the same person over and over and over and over and over and over again. You bring people into your life with friendships or whatever because you haven't expanded into something different. You keep repeating the same process. There is a divine discontent. I know, don't you love him? Yeah. Let me tell you about the divine discontent. We love this divine discontent. There is divine discontent. It is the most normal condition that can happen to you. If you do not have it, it indicates that you are bound in lethargy and false contentment based on an untrue idea of security. What? So I'm supposed to feel that feeling? That anxious feeling that something has to change? Yes. If not, you're hooking yourself to a false sense of security that you think you can hang on to it forever and ever, but that's not real. The real part is that we have to expand and grow. The divine discontent moves us forward. The divine discontent allows us to leave a job. A divine discontent allows us to leave a relationship. A divine discontent says, I can no longer participate in the consumption of alcohol or drugs. Whatever that divine discontent is, it's an energy telling you, get out of here, make a move. Stop running from the urge that comes up saying, I really want to do this. No. You tell yourself you really don't. But it keeps coming up. Why? It comes up from that intuitive sense, which is the divine discontent saying, get moving, Joe. Try this. Make this happen. Are you with me? All right. There are no finalities. Everything is changeable. I love this. I have to say this because a lot of people use these phrases all the time, and they're not exactly a good one. Hold on, 126, I'm sorry. All right, there are no finalities. Everything is changeable. Everything is flexible. In a time of despair, you may think that you may never be happy, healthy, or at peace, but that is merely the negative of depression holding sway in your subconscious. It is a temporary signing away of your spiritual authority to, guess what he calls this? The devil. We don't have the devil in our center. I know some of you think you married them, but we don't have that. But he calls it to the devil, the race negatives. When the depression has passed, you can see clearly again. I love this. Never mortgage your future by making final statements. The person who says, I never will be happy again, or some similar statement is speaking a finality that is false. The spiritual mind knows no such facts or fancies. God is a progressive, ever-changing action in the consciousness of the individual. Wow. So to give yourself the finale is going, oh, well, this is it. This is it. What you're doing is you're actually negating an entire energy of the universe, creating something new for you. It's insane. Never mortgage your future. I just did that one. The greater people who experience a greater cosmic order will be a loving people. I'm going to play a video. I know we're running a little late, but it's worth it. All this stuff is going to be worth it today. I promise you're going to walk out of here feeling good. How many of you have paid attention to the trial this week of the police officer in Dallas? And I'm sure some of you saw this video, but many of you have not. And the new cosmic order of love is going to require forgiveness like you've never seen before. The young man you're about to see in this video, and it's about a 3-minute video, so hang in. The young man you're going to see in this video was testifying in court about during the sentencing process for a woman who was convicted for killing his brother, who was just in his own apartment, and it was a big mistake. But he has to address her during the sentencing phase. And here's what he had to say.
I don't want to say twice or for the 100th time what you've or how much you've taken from us. I think you know that. But I hope you go to God with all the guilt, the bad things you may have done in the past. Each and every one of us may have done something that we're not supposed to do. If you truly are sorry, I know I can speak for myself. I forgive you, and I know if you go to God and ask Him, He will forgive you. And I don't think anyone could say it. Again, I'm speaking for myself, not even behalf of my family. But I love you just like anyone else. And I'm not gonna say I hope you rot and die just like my brother did, but I personally want the best for you. And I wasn't gonna ever say this in front of my family or anyone, but I don't even want you to go to jail. I want the best for you. Because I know that's exactly what both of them would want you to do. And the best would be give your life to Christ. I'm not gonna say anything else. I think giving your life to Christ would be the best thing that both of them would want you to do. Again, I love you as a person. And I don't wish anything bad on you. I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please? Please?
Yes.
How many of you are holding on to petty jealousies, small things? Look at this young man. He's saying to someone who just killed his brother, I forgive you and I love you. And how many of us have held on to things so long that they've festered inside of us and made us sick, separated us from our family and our friends because of something? This is a loss of human life. This is really intense. And this gentleman, that's the new idea that I'm trying to get through today, is that the necessity of flexibility means we stop thinking the way we used to think and start thinking the way we want to think and move forward in that idea, which includes love, like Daniel said in his song, and forgiveness. There's no way we can create a world that works for everyone if we don't exercise that in our own relationships. Where will it start? It's not going to start with someone else. It's going to start with that person who's sitting in your chair. And my guess is, just a guess, you've pissed somebody off, right? Or they've angered you, and there's some forgiveness that needs to take place. This young man, granted, he's experiencing great loss. He will move forward because he's expressed in himself a release of the anger and the resentment. Now, it may come back through grief, but the reality is this. When you see someone like this expressing something like that, it touches your heart. It gives us, I hate to use this word, it gives us hope. Hope is an illusion. Knowing is better. It gives me a knowing. It gives me a powerful knowing that there is something greater that we can accomplish, that someone like this can lead us to that place. So is there someone you need to do that with? And you may not have to address them or give them a hug, but at least in your mind, you let it go. You let it go. I want to read this to you. Close your eyes just for one moment. Take a deep breath in and just listen to this. I am ready to let love be in me and through me as a flexible power of good. I now release all hatred, unpleasantness, and jealousy. God in the midst of me is right action and loving action. There is no competitive belief. I am equal to all, and all are equal to me. I understand the Christ in everyone, and the Christ in me is loved by everyone. There are no more misunderstandings, for love rules and governs my subconscious mind. I live in a cosmic universe, and I cannot hate anyone, any nation, or any race. I love with the love of God. I am unified within myself, and I see all people as phases of myself. For this I give great thanks and am glad, and so it is. Moving on. Now I need to lighten it up because that was pretty serious stuff, right? What someone else accomplishes is none of your business. Just remember that. It's kind of a weird note to transition on, I know, but we have to move this now. We move from forgiveness into competitiveness, and we see that what someone else accomplishes is none of your business. You live your life. Don't be a Gladys. How's that? Just stop being a Gladys. Metaphysicians expect the impossible and the unusual to happen. We don't get excited because it should be normal. When someone says to me, "Oh my God, Joe, I had a demonstration. You're not going to believe this." I'm going to go, "Yes, I will." Because I expect it to happen. It's not the exception, it's the rule. We are using spiritual laws. Spiritual laws return as effects. Use them properly, we're happy. Use the same spiritual laws improperly, you will still be using the same universal energy, but you will be miserable. So learning how to use it correctly is imperative. Are you with me? Changing your life requires that you make a decision. Take a stand and don't give in. Don't give up. I'm going to tell you a really quick story. It's not going to be patient with me, guys, because this is good stuff, I promise. So, the second to last day, we were in Bhutan. We were doing a 9-mile hike. They didn't tell me that to begin with. They said it's a gradual slope. If liars go to hell, they're going to burn. All right? They said, "Oh yeah, you'll make it easy." Well, you remember I fell down the steps a while ago, and I've been in physical therapy because I fell on this, and then I twisted my right knee. So the story goes like this. So they offered a horse halfway up. So I'm thinking, conserve, use the horse, go the rest of the way. It was really muddy. My horse decided to trip. Yes. Threw me off the horse onto the thing that hurt, but I fell down the steps, for God's sake, that I've been in physical therapy. And then I'm like freaking out because the horse is going to run. I know horses. We've had horses. So I get myself out of the stirrups, and there I am with 2 shoes that are totally torn from the toe all the way around. Look. And those are the sewn up versions. I have them right here. Look, if you want a demonstration. Okay? So at the time, they weren't sewn up. They were totally, my sock was coming out, my shoe. So every time I took a step in the mud, you know how much I hate dirt? Do you know how much I hate dirt, right? I have been thrown into the mud. There is mud all over me. I am miserable thinking I'm in hell. Going to the most sacred place in Bhutan. And I'm thinking, I'm in hell. So every step I take, my foot keeps flying out of the sides of and I'm like, and I'm in pain. I'm going, "Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it," right? The reason I bring that up is because the slide before said you do it with determination. If you saw me, which incidentally, we made it to the halfway point, and I love metaphysicians, I really do. A friend of mine's a doctor, and he was giving me some physical therapy. He's like stretching me out. But good metaphysicians, they come up and they go, "By the way, I have Vicodin if you need it." I'm like, "I love you." So then we head up on the second half, and I'm like, "Okay, we could do this." And I was determined to get up there. And we did. I couldn't breathe. We're at 11,000 feet. We get into this amazing... Almost 17,000. It was way the heck up there, right? And I'm like this. And now I'm going to meet the one person who's like in charge of this entire monastic experience. The lama, the big dude, right? And I'm thinking, I'm dirty. I'm disgusting, I'm hurting. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is spiritual." But it was, wasn't it? But okay, so wait, real quick. So what happened was at the break point with the coffee and people giving me Vicodin, The guy took my shoes, and we're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, like, the bathroom, no. It's kind of, no. Just middle of nowhere, in the middle of a mountain, right? He takes my shoes, comes back 5 minutes later, or 3 minutes later, and somebody had sewn them up like this. So I actually got to climb the second half up and all the way down with my shoe together. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, big demonstration. So when you have that conviction, the universe stands behind you, because I'm like, I'm going to do this. And we did it. It was the most amazing experience. Laura and I will probably share it during your installation in November, or in December, because she and I had a moment that was just, I can't explain. Okay, so on the way down, real quick, on the way down, I'm thinking, easy. On the way down. Yes. No. I start on the way down, and within like 5 minutes of this now 3-mile expedition down the hill, I slipped on some mud and twisted that right knee right out. So, and I bring this up because my intention for my trip was and I'm really working on, you know how I always talk about, I'm a really good giver, but I'm not a good receiver? So I've been really working at being open and receptive to receiving things and help and things like that. And I really am not like that. And so they had to help me up. My friends literally held me by the belt buckle and lifted me while we walked up the half, right? And then they had to help me going down as I was holding onto their shoulders trying to get down. And so the thought was this: I really did learn how to receive in that trek up the mountain and back, because I had to rely on everyone, some internal strength, but also rely on other people to help me. And I'm not good at that. So I actually achieved my intention. So I just bring that out. Anyway, that was the story. So your goal must be clear, and you must want what you want with ardor, vitality, and authority. So if you want something, you want to make that change, you want to be forgiving, you want to be more loving, then you have to do it with the sense of intensity and passion and change. And it requires you to have that level of passion in the decision process, but you make the decision and there is nothing that's going to stand in your way. There was nothing that was going to stand in the way for me getting to the top of that experience. Nothing. And I kept trudging with a little bit of help. But I kept trudging. Where do you need to go? What's your experience? Have you set the goal? If not, your goal has to be clear, and you have to go for it. And you have to do it with such intensity that nothing is going to, and everything will slide in the way. You will fall off a horse. Your shoes will rip, you will trip, it doesn't matter, you keep going. Because the experience when you get there is going to be worth every amount of sacrifice to get there. Those things are just the things that happen on the way up the hill. Does that make sense? Yes. You're the professional wrestler of your thoughts. Tone up the body and the mind. Urgh. The universe believes in you, appreciates you, and gives its all to you. There isn't a God that says, you know what? You haven't been behaving properly. So I'm only going to give you half of what you're looking for and give you half the energy and half of the body to do that. No. The universe is on your side. It always has been. If it's ever been misused, it was misused by me because I used it incorrectly. I used the energy not for good, but to do something stupid. Anybody here do something stupid? Don't point to somebody else. There is no guess in scientific prayer. This is in the chapter, right? The last chapter of how to demonstrate. We call our prayer, and what you heard Holly do, is scientific prayer. It's moving thought for a specific purpose. It's the process, the art, the science of moving thought for a specific purpose. And you might say to yourself, well, I know how to do this because I think positively. Thinking positively is not moving thought in a clear, decisive way. That's what prayer is, and that's what we're teaching on Wednesday, because many people walk through their life thinking, as long as I think positive, it's going to. No, that's not it. You're actually focusing the energy, you're actually buttressing and holding it up, but you haven't set the picture. It's like buying the film and not, is there a film thing now? Buying the film and not taking the picture. You're saying, okay, I have the stuff, but I haven't focused on it clearly enough. This gives you the ability to do that, all right? The concept of scientific prayer may seem irreligious. There are people who think that because the way we pray, it's very self-centered and not centered on a God quality. Absolutely the opposite. The universe wants us to experience. It's the Father's good pleasure and to give and give abundantly. It doesn't say give haphazardly or hope or wish or beg. No, it says it's the Father's good pleasure to what? Give. What do I need to do? Make sure I'm asking for what I want. Because if I don't ask for what I want, those thoughts that have been spooling around in my subconscious experience and the universe's subconscious experience, that will gain the energy and I'll manifest something I don't. So you have to make sure you know what you're doing. And that's why we're teaching it on Wednesday. The power of demonstration requires that you learn how to do this. So Wednesday, 6 o'clock, learn how to pray. Be here at 6 o'clock. This will be the beginning of the change. But if you don't know how to do this, you're going to sit there and wonder why things aren't happening. If they're not happening for you, come on Wednesday. You'll figure out how to do that. Finally, and now a word to those who worry. And then we're out of here, okay? Sorry, thanks for your patience, everybody. Worry is often pleasant. It is a convenient way of not having to meet the problem in the instant. By worrying about what may happen, you do not need to act in the now. It is a delaying action invented by the human mind to keep the error present. Oh, seriously? So when I worry, but it's true. When I'm worrying, I'm not looking for a solution. I'm just keeping the fire burning under the problem. And then I wonder why it doesn't go away. It's not going to. I got a fire underneath it. He goes on to say this. Be sure that you do not use worry as an escape from demonstrating the truth. As the infinite works neither in the past nor in the future, but in the now, you have to do likewise. Check this out. Worry today is trouble tomorrow, and trouble tomorrow is more cause for worry. It's a vicious circle, like William spoke of, that ensnares most people, and they don't even know it. Ooh. Worry today is trouble tomorrow, and trouble tomorrow is more cause for worry. It's the vicious circle. Last thing, you ready? We're going to wrap this book up. All the good you want awaits your recognition and demand upon it. All the good waits recognition and your demand on it. Having done all, stand. Having placed your demand in the subconscious, stand firm in your faith and do not waver. You have put on the whole armor of right thinking, and the negatives cannot prevail against your consciousness. You are an island set in the midst of the ocean of mind. You are a free agent in the unconditioned power, presence, and life. You are the beloved of the infinite spirit, for through you it reveals all that it is. Heaven is the normal atmosphere of the one who knows this perfect place and in the divine plan of being. Not a place to go when you die, it's the now. Heaven is in the now, and you can go into heaven or hell with your thoughts, with your ideas and your beliefs, and you can stay there with those same thoughts. He goes on to say this. Come forth from the hells of your mistakes and abide in that pure consciousness of right knowing the truth. Get over it. You saw that young man get over someone killing his brother. Something tells me that you have something a little less than that on your plate. But maybe you don't. Maybe you have that as well as something else. But think about it. In order for you to move into it, you got to get rid of it. Finally, last paragraph. Be true to the inner one who was made in the image and likeness of all that life is. Be true to you, because the life force within you created you in its image and likeness. Not to be part of it, but to be the totality of it. It leads you from the Spirit guides you into greatness. It leads you from the petty to the threshold of the greater scene. It offers the heavenly vista of unexplored possibilities. It bids you to remember that you are the son and the daughter of the living God. You never need to apologize for your spiritual understanding. It shines unto a light for everyone. Oh, I love that. It is a healing for those who think rightly. It is a way for those who seek a spiritual technique of life. You are the bearer of glad tidings to your world. Spread them abroad with power and love. Be the person that God intended you to be. This is the victorious attitude of the metaphysician. Wow. Last thing, there is no in between. You can't be partially spiritual. You can pretend, but everything is spiritual in its nature, and everything is unfolding according to your energy, according to your belief, according to your patterns, so that you can't be just partly there. You got to be in the game. And The Science of Successful Living, my favorite book that changed my life, that is a way to feel that way in your life, to experience it, to love it, to bask in it. Doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, doesn't mean that there aren't going to be hiccups and speed bumps. In fact, sometimes you may hit a wall. That doesn't negate that spiritual being within you is still pushing you to be that better person, to expand into your goodness, not contract, not hide, not put sheets over your head, but to move into your greatness. What are you waiting for? No more excuses. Get back on that horse. And so ends your lesson. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I literally saw him flying off of his horse. I'm like, I turn back and I hear this noise, and there he is, flying through the air. It was scary. I like to call our ushers to please come forward. And then those of you that are home, there's a number there that you can text and make your offering, or you can call the office too. All right, so let us do our offertory prayer together, please. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. All right, I think we have we got a treat. Did you bring jewelry too today? Oh, no jewelry today,
No jewelry
just
today.
music. No. All right, that's good too.
All right, one more song. Real quickly, I love that Joe sings "Get Ready, My Soul" here. That's a song I wrote maybe 18 years ago or so. Real quickly, I'm doing some of you have come to my retreats. I have a one-day retreat I'm doing again in Orange County on January 1st, a New Year's Day retreat called "Get Ready, My Soul," that you're invited to. Music and discussion, a quiet time. The opposite of how most people spend New Year's. That's what we're doing on New Year's Day. And then I am pre-selling the album with that song on it, with Sing About Love, and it's going to be a good record. And pre-selling, if you're interested in having the music at home, it helps me to make it if you buy it in advance. But if you don't, it's okay, and I'll just be in touch and hopefully be back to sing more songs from there next time, okay? That's the story. See you outside. Thanks for the warm reception. Always a pleasure to come sing for you. And this is a song that comes to mind these days, and I hope you enjoy it. From my album called Water. Bring it on. Everything new. Everything different. Everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying. I'm through waiting. I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned to bring it on. everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Yeah. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be all right, yes I will, once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Yeah. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Yeah. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I know it's gonna be everything new. So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Sing with me. Get ready. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving into the deepest kind of love, into the deepest kind of love, the sweetest kind of life, into the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. I know it's gonna be everything new.
I told Daniel that I would adopt him, but his parents won't give him up. Hi, Adair. All right. So please tell everyone your name and how long you've been coming here.
Adair fell probably about 12 years, 12, 13.
And Adair starting practitioner class. Yes. So we're happy to have you there, Adair. All right, so let's bless our offering together, please. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Please give it to Tom, our giving chair.
Dr. Joe asked, I'm just, rather than telling you, I'll just tell everybody, well, it's good to see all of you today. We are going to go back to 2 services, October 20th, because we just can't, we got to have comfort and ease in here, so there's so many of you, and we're so grateful. So October 20th, not next weekend, but the Sunday after that, 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
Thank you, Dale. I kind of like, though, the energy of the one, getting us all together. But we need, those are champagne issues, right? All right. So our snowbirds are coming back, and we're so grateful. At this time, I'd like to welcome our visitors. So if you are here for the first time, you came at a really good Sunday. They're all fabulous like this. But please stand. We'd love to welcome you, and we have a gift for you. So those of you who are here for the first time, all right. Wow, that's amazing. That is great. So what we're giving you is a little card, and please go in. Oh, there's somebody back there that just stood up. Okay, it's a card. Please take it to the welcome table, in the foyer there. We have a little spiritual tool bag for you, and so it's our gift to you. So please stop by. If you're visiting the valley, please enjoy yourselves. The weather has been beautiful, and if you're from the valley, we'd love for you to come and make this your spiritual home. Over in the Ohm Room, which is the next building over for those of you here for the first time. These are part of our prayer team. Would all my practitioners here in the sanctuary please stand up, and ministers? So this is part of our prayer team, which is so powerful here. But if you're going through anything or you want to set that intention, please go over to the Ohm Room for our 1-minute miracles. They're more like 90 seconds, but 1 minute sounds really good. So don't forget, Tuesday we have our workshop. We also always have our Good Grief here, and it's also in the same room where I'll be doing my book study on Tuesday. Wednesday, we look at that. We have Soul Sisters, Desert Threshold, Learn How to Pray workshop, and Vicky's new group, the Helping Parents Heal, with Jeff Jowett, I think is how his last name, I'm not sure, Jewett. And Nothing Thursday, Friday, look at that. There's something here every day of the week, except we give you rest on Monday. So anyway, so let's just do a closing prayer. It's wonderful to be back. It's wonderful to see all of you again. And let's just take a deep breath in. So recognizing that power, that presence, which we call that divine intelligence or God, is manifesting as each and every one of us, and that you are me, we are one. And so we know our focus on our life is on that love, allowing that love to be in every situation, knowing that anyone that we feel has harmed us has given us an opportunity to go even deeper and to love deeper. And so everywhere we look, we see that divine presence of God. We know that even things that appear to be negative, this is an opportunity for us to grow, to look at it from a different perspective, to be that love and to shed that light and that love on all situations. So we are so grateful for Dr. Joe's great message to constantly remind us of the truth of who we are, for our beautiful music team and our wonderful Daniel that came today to open our hearts, and our prayers are always answered by our magnificent prayer team. And we're so grateful for everyone who is in our sound room and our lighting and everything. We are truly blessed. This is a wonderful community, and I am so blessed to be part of it. So we just know that this week is unfolding perfectly because we have seen the perfection of life and of our life. And so I just allow it. I surrender to this divine intelligence, knowing that it always is there loving me, loving each and every one. And so together we say, and so it is. Amen. Everyone have a wonderful week.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When spirit walks.
When spirit walks
See ya.
Oh,
I'm gonna take him and mount him in some sort of way.
yeah, he's probably,
He told me he left them at the front, so, but I don't.
then they probably are over,
In the office.
they might be up in,
I didn't see him down there anymore.
yeah, maybe he took them in the office.
He probably took him in the office. I'll catch him. Thanks, buddy.
You bet.
Going? Good, how are you? Good. Good. Oh, I don't know. They were, thank you very much. They were down front, weren't they?
It's sneakers.
Oh, the sneakers?
Yeah.
So did somebody take them back? Behind you, behind you.
Yeah, they're.
When I can figure out the time, then I'll give you a call and, you know, can we fit it in my truck? Huh? Oh, easy.
Find them?
Yeah, no problem at all.
The missing shoes.
The missing shoes. Da, 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 da. They might have went to the shoe repair already by then.
Oh, right.